two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
There we go. Come on now. Got double tight. 26. You got three down. Here we go, 46. 46.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch tight. Tight end rock.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Check. 3 down.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Flare. That's it. Mike, 46. Run. Mike, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
14 yards. Good for a Cowboy first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
It's 2nd down.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
He's not going to get me. Shift. Back. Check 9. Watch out. Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott. Throw left side to Higgins. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Watch tight end's right. Hey. We got 3. 3 down. There we go. Kill. Mike 4. Hey, they're scared. Out. Check. Crunch. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Suck up. Blue 40. You remember me?
On first down, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now it's Love. And this is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Love. And Eifert has it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check safety, check on right.
They run right side with Hunt, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
You got it!
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Out of the gun. He finds his target, Fuller. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
48-yard line.
Here we go.
A give right side now to Hunt. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said right down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Now again, right side. Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Bring it. 12. Go.
From the gun, here's Love. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Well, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Three down. Slam. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the edge.
26.
15. Check 15.
Prescott on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All day, every day, any day.
We're scoreless after one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Let's go. Got it left. Hey, you got 3 down. Mike, 4. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
We're going 47.
Boom. I'm going to come back to you.
Here we go. Going to 54. Why ain't?
Jam him.
Here we go. Going to 53.
Switch it.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A 1st down carry by Allen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Third down.
Mike.
Here we go. Forward in.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
4th down.
Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Locke. That's complete. Bernard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Go. 49. 11.
Now Locke. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go. Slide in.
yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
He will find Davis on the left side, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Big boys came out to play. I've been here, brother. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go, 46, 46, 26, 2.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55.
Let's go.
Throwing is Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
All day.
Mike 4, Mike 4. Cut.
We're going to 54, wide in. We're going to 54, wide in.
Safety's creeping.
26.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's got Higgins over the middle. The 40, 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they've ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Lott. Throw left side, complete. That's Fuller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check out. 675. Check.
From the 50, it's Luck. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 7-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain there of 21 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
An interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Check out. Green 80. Mexico.
Check 26.
To the air again. Lott. Gives it to his running back, Bernard. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Check out. Wide 90.
54. Your track.
Throwing again is Lott.
54.
And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you, with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Tight dog. Check 52. Slam. Referee.
Alert 3.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And an alley to run. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
54 Mike. All you get is a headache.
They'll run. Anderson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
You don't want no help.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
4 down. You got tight.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Shift.
At the 7-yard line.
So they'll try again with Anderson. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Rodney Anderson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run for Pollard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He's going to float this one deep right side, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
I'm here all day.
Watch the back. Go. Get out there.
Mike 4. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Here we go, 47.
Baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike 4. Mike 6.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go, boys.
And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Double tight.
26.
3 down.
Prescott to throw it. His throw incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver walk.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard. Flat on his back. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Let's bring it.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Mike, what do you think? Get in with us. What do you think?
Throwing. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Mike, 4. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All
47.
4, Mike. Off. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike, 4.
26.
To the air again, Prescott. And Davis with it left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 21.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Cowboy first down.
Here we go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After the sack on first down, Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they set up better for third. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th. Rock. That's to his running back. Complete. 21 yards there. Big play on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. It's tough to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, it's Hunt. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They run again with Hunt. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Anderson running right, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Now it's Luck. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
26.
They go to Elliott again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
It's 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
There we go, kill.
Mike 4. Watch the run, watch the run.
26.
3rd and long for Prescott. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
Dallas.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down.
10 carried out for Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end.
Move. Hey, we got 3 down.
26.
Mike 4. Wild Bill.
26.
Again, it's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up defensively.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field. But guess what? This one's now just about over.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Returnable here for Davis.
Come on, fellas.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Dallas, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.